Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. The reason I'm redoing this video is I wanted to go over my stash of planners, give you some insight information, pretty much the same as the last video, except without background music, so that you can really enjoy the information that I'm providing. I am currently camping still, like my last video that I posted, so please disregard the background. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to show you and talk about are these three up here. These are called Nanos, and these are from Chic Sparrow. I believe two of them are retired, and I apologize, but that doesn't mean you can't get your hands on them. It means that you'll just have to purchase them pre-loved. Chic Sparrow used to offer these kind of desk covers where they had their logo sewed on the end. I know that they still provide desk covers, they're just not like these, I guess. I don't know, it's been a minute since I've purchased anything from Chic Sparrow, but I absolutely love the brand. Jennifer Harvey, who is the owner, she listens. She absolutely takes into account what the public wants, and that's big, you know, especially for a small business like hers that has grown exponentially, because I think they started off on Etsy and they have now grown. Just trust when I say that the quality of their product is fantastic. Let's get started. This is again from Chic Sparrow. This is a nano. I will put the measurements here in this video for you. For the nanos. So this one I obviously have not used, and it is a retired leather. You get two pockets on the inside, one on each side, and then you get one elastic, and I will show you how I use that. This color here is called Titanic. It is a vegetable tanned leather, if I'm not mistaken. This is in the leather, what they used to call Darcy leather, which is now referred to as the Austin. This is from the Darcy line, and which would be from the Pride and Prejudice. It's definitely not pliable like some of the other leathers that I'm going to show you. It is a stiffer leather, but I love it. It does ding and scratch very easily, but that is part of the love of the leather. This is just not one of those leathers that, you know, you should baby. You should let it mark up, let it get its dings, its scratches, because it adds to the beauty of the product. I do know that as this color wears, it tends to get a little more on the green side. It will take on a different, or maybe a darker color. Again, this is the Chic Sparrow Darcy leather in the color Titanic, which is now retired. The next product I'm going to show you is also from Chic Sparrow. Again, it's a nano. The next two are nanos. So there's a logo on the back. This particular nano is in the creme leather, and this is a creme brulee. Very soft on the outside, and so is the Titanic. The Titanic is soft, but it also has that shine to it, as you can see. The creme more has a little bit of a duller shine, but it is absolutely beautiful. Some creme leathers have these wrinkles, some have pebbling. It just depends on the section of hide that you get. But just like the other nano, you get two pockets, and look how much flexible this leather is. This is the creme leather and creme brulee. This is not retired. They still offer this particular product and this particular leather. Next nano is my absolute favorite. This is a leather that the particular name and how this is made has been retired, but they still offer this leather, and I'm going to explain that to you. So this is the Chic Sparrow leather in what was called Maverick, and I love Maverick. Maverick to me is the most stiffest leather that they offer. It is super stiff, super thick, and I will show you. I mean, I can do this one-handed. This is just an idea of what I was saying when you can use it for a wallet. You can purchase these kind of card slots from Amazon, and I just put it on the one string just like that. As you can see, the string goes right down the center. I think I have 2 credit card sleeve bunches in here, but it's the same concept. You get the pocket on either side. You don't have to baby it either. Let it get its markings, its patina. These markings here are what lovers of Chic Sparrow call them lightning strikes, because that's what they look like. They look like lightning strikes. So let me explain to you the reason why this particular style and leather is no longer available. Back when it was called Maverick leather, which, by the way, they come in 2 colors. This is a dark brown, and then they have a lighter brown. Originally, they were sewing pockets on the inside of their planners, and you can see that the Maverick leather is super thick on its own, and then you add in the pockets and it makes it that much thicker, so it makes it double the thickness. They were having so many problems because the leather is so thick that the needles were breaking when they were sewing them, and it was just a constant problem. So they had stopped selling the leather. I think it was more of a supplier issue. So for a long while, they didn't even offer Maverick leather. They didn't retire it, but it wasn't available either. So when they finally were able to get their hands back on the leather, instead of sewing Maverick leather on the inside for the pockets, they ended up using creme leather. So now it's called a Scout. So it's kind of a combination of 2 leathers. So you get this as the main component, and then on the inside your pockets are made out of this leather, which is still gorgeous. I love creme leather. Now it's called the Scout. And again, you can still get this color. You can get the light brown color with the lightning strikes. Sometimes this leather comes with very few lightning strikes. So there is an area when ordering your Chic Sparrow items where you can request certain characteristics. Doesn't mean that they'll deliver, but more times than not they do. We're going to continue with Chic Sparrow, and next I'm going to talk about this little beauty here. This isn't a particular leather that I care for, because the pebbling, it's a love-hate relationship with me and the pebbling on this particular leather. This is called Pemberley leather, but I absolutely love this color. It's called Aubergine. Unfortunately, it is retired. This is a pocket size Chic Sparrow logo on the back. This was purchased from what they used to have, like a mystery section. So you paid X amount. You would pay for a particular size at a discounted rate, of course. It was just a luck thing depending on what they send you. You just didn't know which leather they would send you. You only knew that you were getting the size that you requested. This is, again, the Aubergine Pemberley leather. The reason I have a love-hate relationship with Pemberley leather is because I used to have a nano in Pemberley leather and the color rose, I believe is the color. And the lighter colors, for me, it seems like they appear to look dirty, even though it's not. It's because of the patina that takes place, but it just gives it that dirty look to me. I hate to say that because it is a really pretty product. It is a little bit on the stiffer side. It's one of those products that when you start using it, the more you use it, the more broken in it'll become. And this is a pocket size, pocket deluxe. Let me correct myself. This is a pocket deluxe. So there's pocket classic and pocket deluxe. And the difference between the two is classic does not come with pockets, and the pocket size deluxe comes with pockets. So on this one, I have 2 pockets here. You have a pocket in the back right here, to which you can tuck in a notebook or portfolio, whatever you want. And then on this particular one, you get 4 strings. So I have 2 here in the center, and then I have a book on each string. So you get a total of 4. On the back side, you get a secretarial pocket, But on this particular one, this has the old style pen loop. So this particular notebook was sitting on their shelf of older notebooks, which is perfectly fine because honestly, I prefer the older style pen loop than I do the new one. But if you look at the inside, you could see the beautiful markings from, you know, dyeing the leather. It is a vegetable tanned leather. You have the old style pen loop, and then the pebbling on the inside is just gorgeous. I've come to appreciate some colors in the Pemberley leathers. I just don't like all colors, but I absolutely love this particular journal. It's a very dark, rich red plum color. You can find it on the Chic Sparrow Buy Sell Trade on Facebook. The next notebook I want to talk about, this is also unfortunately retired, but you can still find these particular notebooks for sale. Eventually, you might even check eBay. But this one here is called the E-Class, and this is in the color Evanwood. This was a line that Chic Sparrow offered for quite a while, and it was a limited edition run. I know that they still offer this style, just not in these leathers anymore. But this is gorgeous Italian leather. It does have that reinforced spine on the back. And then you have your Chic Sparrow logo, which they have also since changed. But you get 2 envelope style pockets. I had something that was attached over here and it was rubbing up against my pocket. But it is what it is, it's fine. But you get 2 envelope style pockets. They run all the way down. You have 1 side pocket here. This also comes with 4 elastics on the center. In the back here, you have 1 long envelope style wallet. I just put some nice decorative paper back there. And then you have 1 pocket here, 1 tuck pocket. And that is it. That is the gist of this book. But I really love this book. Look how nice and chunky it is. Right there is that reinforced spine that they've added into these notebooks. Now this is a A6 size and similar to personal, I guess you would say. Now let's talk about this little beauty here. This is also Chic Sparrow. It's my last Chic Sparrow item that I have. There's the Chic Sparrow logo. This pretty planner I do not grab for as much as I should, and I need to because it's my art planner that I like to sketch in, draw in, just doodle in, do whatever. But this leather here is called it's from the Odyssey line, and it's in the color Siren. Little backstory on this one for me. I had a Darcy personal size in the color Toffee, and I was so afraid of the leather, of scratching it, denting it, that I ended up selling it, and I regretted it so. Went onto the buy sell trade and somebody offered to sell me their Odyssey Siren in a standard size. Again, it's the same leather as Darcy. It's just from in a different line. And this one is what they call a standard. This actually is the same height as an A5. It's just narrower. So it's kind of like a narrow A5, if you will. It's definitely longer than my Giglio Appunto, as you can see. So my Giglio Appunto comes to right here. This is the same height, or same, yeah, the ends are the same. But as you can tell, it's wider and it's taller than my Giglio Appunto, which I'll be getting to that soon. But in the standard, or the narrow, actually this is called a narrow in Chic Sparrow terminology, the narrow comes with 3 pockets here, and then you get 1 side pocket on this side. You have your 4 strings on the center, or in the center. I'm using 3, And then you have a long secretarial pocket, and then this is the new pen loop. So again, this is the Chic Sparrow Odyssey line in the color Siren, which has been retired, sadly retired. Again, you can get this size in any other leather. You can also even get it in the Austin leather, which is Darcy leather. Now we're going to move on to Filofax, and Filofax is another favorite of mine. So this is a Filofax Pocket, and this is in the color Duck Egg. I love Filofax, and there are some differences in the pocket versus a personal. In the Filofax, you get this cute little pocket, which I guess could house some change or clips or whatever you want to use it for. And then for the pocket, you get 1, 2, 3 little side pockets. You also get your standard Filofax inserts, which come with some colored papers. You can see you get some weeklies. You get a tearaway ruler. And then you get some blank sheets in the back. In the back here, you get 1 pocket, 1 vertical pocket, and then 1 horizontal pocket right here. And the difference between this and a standard Filofax is on the pocket Filofaxes, you get a back pocket here. And then you have your Filofax emblem on the side. These are really great for carrying like a wallet. This is about the size of my hand. These are really great for carrying like a wallet. You can throw in, you know, some paper for jotting down notes. There's plenty of room to put your cards in here. You can also purchase additional card holders like on Amazon or even on Filofax. So this is a really good idea for a wallet. The next Filofax is a personal size, and this is in the color Iris. This particular planner I have used for my financials, but you have your standard Filofax emblem on the side. This leather here is buffalo leather, just like on this Filofax here. These are both part of the Malden line. This is just a pocket size. This is a personal size. Again, both in buffalo leather. In this particular one, you have that zip pocket, just like in the pocket size. And then here you get 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots, and then you have 1 back tuck pocket. You do get your normal standard Filofax setup in here as well. In the back, you still get that vertical pocket, and then you get a back tuck pocket here. The only thing that this one does not have is that back pocket. So if you love that back pocket, I would strongly suggest going with the pocket size Malden. This is also a Filofax, and this is in a completely different leather. This is called Napa leather. I love this particular Filofax because it has this front pocket, which goes all the way down here. It's very deep. So you get this deep pocket in the front. And instead of your zipper pocket being on the inside on this one, you have it on the outside. And this one also is very generously deep. This one also has a button closure, just a little bit different than your Malden. And you open this one up and you have 4 pockets here. Obviously they're extremely deep. And then you have 1 back tuck pocket here. In the back of the Napa planner, you also get a large vertical pocket. You just don't get that other pocket here. You have your pen loop, which I didn't talk about in my other Filofaxes, but this one is all elastic, so you don't have to worry about fitting a particular size pen in there. Again, no back pocket. but I absolutely love this planner. It holds a ton. It's very functional, and you know, if you're all about the leather, it's very it's just something that's nice to have. I absolutely love this planner, and I love the leather. So yeah, this would be the Filofax Napa in the personal. This is my Giglio Appunto. This is a narrow size, and this is in the color Rolf, R-O-W-L-F, from the Muppet line. Giglio created this line. This is a faux ostrich. The quills on the leather did not rise on a lot of them like they should have, but I still think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful Italian leather. And you have your button closure. These particular planners are heavily discounted from what they normally would charge because there's a lot of dry spots. If you can see, I just have to recondition her. Not a big deal. But you get a button closure. And on the inside of the Appunto, you get a side pocket here. And then you have card slots. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card slots. And then you have this little card slot down here, which you can use for decoration. You can use for business cards. Each Appunto comes with these 2 page markers here. I don't really use them. I'm not going to cut them off, but I don't really use them. And as you can see, the leather is dry. But again, that isn't something that conditioner can't fix. And then last time I made a video, I was discussing my Mulberry Alexa bag, and I had mentioned that I was waiting for my Hobonichi Weeks notebook, and it finally came. So this is a Hobonichi Mega Weeks, and it covers the entire year. But basically I just tuck it into this back pocket, as you could see. So on the Appunto, you get one tuck pocket on one side, and then you get another tuck pocket back here on this other side. You also get this long, pretty zipper pocket. And in the zipper pocket, it's very spacious and very roomy. In the pockets, they are lined with leather, so there's some black lined leather in there. And then on this side, you also get this little pocket here, which I just use for business cards. And then you also get the pen loop, and the pen loop is leather, and it's also elastic so that you can afford different size pens. And here I just keep the pen that came with my notebook, which when you order from Giglio, you can pick a free pen. I got the mint pen. It's coming off blue, but it's actually mint. And the very last thing on the Appuntos is that you get a back pocket, which is also lined by that really nice black leather. This notebook I have been carrying as my wallet, as you could tell, and it has worked out really good because it matches my Mulberry Alexa, which I absolutely love, and it's nice and slim. While I'm using it as a wallet, I want to keep it nice and slim, which is why I chose to have the Mega Weeks as my notebook inside, and I can also keep track while I'm on the go. Anything that needs to happen or I need to do that day, I can just transfer it from my regular planner into this one if I need to. The last notebook that I have is also a Giglio, and this is the one that I'm currently in right now, and I absolutely love this planner. I've been in this planner for about 3 or 4 months now. This also comes with a button closure. There are no zippers or anything on the back. On mine, I have this cute little pumpkin. I have this cute little pumpkin that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I had to have it because I love pumpkins and I love Halloween, so why not? So let me show you the inside of my Giglio Campagna. That is the name of this particular notebook, and this is in Epoca leather. So on this side, I have 4 pockets. And in here, I just keep little cards like such, just for decoration. I have, again, just some decoration. And then you have 1, 2, and 3 vertical pockets here, which I think is pretty cool because you can carry quite a bit in there. With the Compagna, you also get a flyleaf. Again, I just have some decoration. You have a pen loop on the flyleaf. On this side of the flyleaf, the material is a little bit different. It's almost like a suede material, if you will. And then on this side, this is I got this as a Christmas card last year, and this is my favorite movie. The holidays are just my favorite, but this is my favorite movie. So I keep this in my notebook year round, believe it or not. I absolutely love it. I do have a picture on this side of my family, but I'm not going to show that. This is a card that I bought, I think at Dollar Tree, and I just cut it down and added some little decorations to it. And I'm not going to go through my notebook, but I'm just showing you how much I have in here. Like, I have a daily section, a monthly section. I ended up adding this in this past week. This actually came from a notebook that I bought at Target. It was the Rachel Parcell for Blue Skyline, and it starts in November, and I just added some washi, but look how pretty this is. So what you get is you get a monthly, and then you get a week on 2 pages. There's February, so you have your whole month spread. You have your dates down here. And then you have your week on 2 pages for the entire month until you get to March. And it was super easy to cut this out of the notebook. So yeah, so I ended up getting this, and I ended up tipping this in here for my weekly/monthly because I think it's going to work out perfect. And it goes all the way to the end of the year, to December. And then you have some extra note pages in the back for, you know, for notes. In mine, I also have a cleaning section. I have my inbox section. I have my notes section, which I'm obviously don't have any notes in because I have it back there. I need to transfer some paper. I have a, what is that? My list section. And then I get to the back and I have my personal section, which covers, I have this little envelope folder thing. I cut it down. It was for my standard, my Chic Sparrow standard, but I cut it down. So, but yeah, so this holds my receipts on this side and just miscellaneous stuff on this side. And then I have my finance section, which I have very well covered up. And then for my finance section, I do have a section called passwords, which I'm not going to show. So that's all that I have in my notebook. But then in the back here, I love these pockets because they are just, they're so cute. I love the way that they created these pockets. So I just stick whatever back here. Coupons, decoration, whatever. But then you have another pen loop, and it is leather and then elastic. And you have your super generous pocket with a tab protector there. And just like your standard Giglio, you have a back pocket, which opens up extremely wide. As you could tell, it's very chunky. I am, like I said, I've been in this for 3 months, 4 months. You can really chunk up these planners and they hold product very well. That is my whole spread of planners. I know who needs that many planners? Well, I do, because I want to switch into different things all the time. So I hope this helped. If nothing else, at least just give a thumbs up and just be nice. So let's be nice to one another. Let's pass on some positiveness from one person to another, because there is a lot of ugly out there. So until next time, guys, I will see you later.